Alright, everybody, this is Ethan, and we're back with another video. Today, we're going to talk about male copes, right? Male copes when it comes to relationships, dating, money, lifestyle, anything, right? These are male copes in the Gen Z generation, and this is based off my experience. So let's just go straight right into the video, okay? Because I don't want to waste your guys' time telling you guys you can, give you guys different meanings about what cope is. I'm pretty sure you guys know what cope is, right? My target audience is like, what, 16-year-olds to like 30-year-olds. You guys should know what cope is nowadays, especially male copes and just every day in your life. So let's get right into it, right? So first of all is, and by the way, these are like male sayings, right? So these are like your mentality, like what your basic mind throughout society, right? What you think of other women, what you think of lifestyle and everything, right? So first of all, we have is she's the one. Cope. Just be for real, right? I've talked to friends, close friends of mine, who find this girl specifically on Tinder and Hinge, and or even they go out with them and date them for a straight 6 months, right? She seems perfect. She suddenly became all Christian. She is religious, right? And they're like, oh, she's the one. She's different, right, from the other girls that I've dated in the past. And I'm just gonna say that this is just cope, right? Just be for real, okay? Us men have we lowered our expectations for women, and we see, and the way that women go through dating is much, in my opinion, much more intelligent than men, because men only see what women offer in a much surface level, right? The moment that she says that she's religious, she's loyal, she can, I don't know, she can cook, she can nurture, and she's a reliable person. Men just take it like that, right? I just see a lot of men just take it like that without actually going deep with this girl. They just start love bombing her. They start getting deep for no reason, even though he doesn't understand what this girl actually, genuinely person what this woman actually brings to the table, right? In a much deeper level. They just see what's surface level. She sees that, okay, she's doing this for me. She's the one. She's different than the other ones because they didn't treat me like that. But like, you only met them initially, right? You haven't gone through the stages of, being in a relationship with them for 1 year. You haven't seen that much consistency, right? And 9 times out of 10, whenever I hear a guy say that she's the one, based on my experience from all my friends, they end up being the women end up, being a hoe. They end up, just not being the one, right? Because the us men have lower expectations. We see our partners as, in a lower standard, in a much a surface level, and it's just cope, right? You're just coping because you don't have an abundance of, you don't have this mentality of abundance, right? You don't realize that there are billions of women out there that are truly the one for you. You're just holding on to one woman because you're not able to, see what's out there. You're not able to actually work on yourself to attract a woman that you can actually emotionally bond on a deeper level, and actually, see if she is the one based on her behaviors and personality, not just what she says, right? So yeah, this is a cope. Number two is I want a feminine woman, right? Now, I want to put this at meh, okay? Because men want a feminine woman until, and this goes with women as well, but especially men, they want a feminine woman until it inconveniences them, right? So what's my definition of a feminine woman? A woman that nurtures, right? And a man that is always be there for her whenever she cries, whenever she needs it, right? But when a woman wants but for some reason, a lot of men, right? Once a woman, wants something, she wants you to buy her food, and she's gonna cry, and she's gonna want your shoulder. Suddenly, the men start ghosting her and acting like, just like he doesn't care, right? As a masculine guy, you need to be the rock in the relationship. When you truly find the one for you, right? When you connect with a girl on a deeper level, and when she has a feminine side, she's really feminine. She has this, you're very masculine and she's very feminine, right? I believe that a relationship, I read this book by David Dida, The Way of the Superior Man. way that a relationship should work is like a man should be very masculine and a woman should have a very feminine, right? There should not be a masculine woman and a masculine man. That's not polarity. A masculine man and a feminine woman creates this yin and yang where they can both, you know, coexist with each other to create a perfect relationship, right? So when a man, you know, is too feminine and he wants a really feminine woman, right? It doesn't really work because once a feminine woman cries, if she wants something, if you want, she wants you to buy her food, she wants cuddles, she wants to do that, but then you're all of a sudden ghosting her, you're even crying yourself, you're complaining about it, then like it's just cope. It can be cope, right? But if you are that rock in the relationship, if you actually provide it for her and you know, are genuinely ready to become that rock in the relationship, the emotional stability that she wants, right? Then then the saying, I want a feminine woman can be genuine, hopeful for you, and you will find a feminine woman that you can take good care of. But sometimes whenever a man says they want a feminine woman, he just CBAs because it inconveniences them, right? And having a feminine woman for me is nice, right? Because I do want a woman that is all for me, that loves me for me being me, and that I can take care of as well. But some men out there want the same thing, but they're not ready to be that rock, the masculine rock, the emotional stability that they can be in their relationship, and they just sometimes just are inconsistent and just don't feel like caring for the woman that they're actually emotionally bonded to, right? So it can be cope sometimes, but it's meh. Nice guys always finish last, and this is kind of genuine hope feel, right? I think that nice guys, they do always finish last because from my point of view, right, a lot of women nowadays, and I'm saying some women, right? Well, from my experience and from my friends' experience, that nice guys do always sometimes finish last, right? Because you never know truly a woman's past. You never know, if they were ran through or if, you know, she's been used or she's been through hookups, right? And then the nice guy suddenly pulls up, right? And then no, he's getting all this toxic treatment from her past, right? From the buildup of too many, partners or too many, men that have treated her bad. And now he's getting all the suffering, he's getting all the bad treatment in that relationship, and he's basically just finishing last, right? No matter how many flowers he gifts her, no matter how many, dates that he pays for, right? He's always getting that toxic behavior from that woman because that woman is not used to, because when a woman is being through with too many toxic guys or too many exes that she hates, right? She starts to get really suspected that this actual nice guy, right? Such as, it could be you, it could be me, right? This nice guy, she starts to suspect that this nice guy is being too nice, right? Because women are very emotional creatures, right? Because obviously, based on bro science, bro logic, right? A guy is physically stronger than a woman. So what strengths do women have? Emotional intelligence, right? It's basically that very simple. So women are very emotional creatures, right? So they're very women always like to stir up drama. They always like to gossip. They always gossip to your friends. They sometimes, whenever I looked at a woman's group chat before, and trust me, the stuff that they say are very dramatic, right? It's insane. So this notion of nice guys always finish last is genuine hopeful. It's not cope. It is true because a lot of women nowadays, especially in the Gen Z dating scene, they're always used to drama, toxic, past exes texting them, always this and that, right? And then when a nice guy actually comes along and brings her peace, she starts to get a bit like suspicious, right? Why is he treating me so nice? That I deserve this, right? I miss the toxic feeling. I miss the drama because women are emotional creatures, right? So nice guys always finish last because they are boring. They don't bring, any sort of, drama in the relationship. And women sometimes want to cause drama because they're in female group chats. They're posting yellow texts on their reposts and all stuff. And, you know, that's the reason why nice guys finish last, right? Because they've suddenly pop out of a woman's life after she's been through a toxic traumatic relationship, and he's not being treated with respect because he's so-called being too suspiciously nice in the relationship, or treating her too well, whatever you want to call it. Number one is she's only talking to me. this is holy cope, in my opinion. No, in my opinion, if you're on a dating app or like Tinder, Hinge, or Wiz, right, and she even tells you that she's only talking to you because she finds you only attractive, then it can be different perspectives, right? If she's only talking to you sexually or romantically, then that kind of can be meh. But personally, in my opinion, whenever I'm talking about she's only talking to me, I'm talking about like different men that she's talking with, right? So like not even sexually or romantically, right? But in talking stages, right? In stages where she can have access to multiple male counterparts, right? And unfortunately, this is not true. Okay, she's not only talking to you. Trust me, she's not only talking to you, bro. She's not only talking to you, right? It can be it can also be in, even if you get in a deep relationship with her, right? She's not only talking to you, buddy. I've, been in a relationship where initially I thought she was only talking to me, but I looked at her Snapchat and she's still having streaks with some guys, and it's just not true, man. And I even had to ask her to remove them. You know what? I didn't ask her to remove them. Actually, I wanted her to remove them, but I wanted her to remove them where I didn't have to ask. She has to remove them naturally. And the next day that I check on her Snapchat, she still has the same streaks with this, a lot of guys, right? So she's not only talking to you, right? She's not only talking to you. She still has other guys on Snapchat. That's the unfortunate truth, and it's the unfortunate reality. She's just not only talking to you, right? Especially if you find her on Tinge, Wiz, or Instagram or whatever. Just know that's the truth, right? She might say it on the surface level that, oh, I'm only in talking stage or present stage with you, and it's only between me and you. No, no, bro. She's not only talking to you. Trust me, she's not. It's cope. The gym is my therapy. I'm gonna put this at meh because for me, the gym is my therapy, right? But if you think that you're prime Joseph Shin or you're David Lane and you make the gym your whole personality, then I'm sorry. Like you make your gym your whole personality when it becomes your when it literally becomes your whole personality in your dating life, in your money, and everything, right? Then it can low key be kind of cope. I'm gonna put this at low key kind of cope, right? Because the gym, it's therapy in terms of it's a good habit. It is a good habit. Getting your body right in 2026 is a non-negotiable, right? The gym used to be a niched section of like lifestyle back in like 2012 or 2017 even. But now the gym is like every single teenager is going to gym as young as like 12 years old, right? We've seen even the rise of like steroids and peptides, especially. The gym has been popular than ever, right? And if you're like 20 years old and you are not making the gym your habit or exercising or fitness your habit, then what are you doing? It's a non-negotiable. You should be going to the gym, right? But you shouldn't make the gym your whole entire personality. You should have things that complement with the side effects of going to the gym, right? And that is making money. When you go to the gym and you make it a habit, you are more likely to be disciplined to make more money because you show up every day or you show up most days, you go through the hard shit of lifting weights, progressively overloading, and bulking, eating on a strict diet. That eventually translates into you being more disciplined to make money, you being able to face rejection whenever you approach a girl in public, and being more confident. For example, me being more confident in front of the camera because I genuinely got leaner, I looked better whenever I went to the gym. It's just a good habit, okay? But don't make it your whole personality and say that, the gym is your therapy and start making your whole personality because that's the lucky kind of cope, right? If you start saying that, oh, the reason why I'm able to, date you is because, I can bench 200, like that doesn't make sense, bro. Like, stop. That's just cope, right? So it's lucky kind of cope. Ha, this one. She'll come back. Cope. She's not going to come back in a way where you're gonna hope it, right? Don't hope that she's gonna come back. Just don't hope that she's gonna come back into your life after she maybe broke up with you because you treated her trash, or after even you broke up with her. Okay, don't hope for that she'll come back. It's just cope. Okay, you're coping on that she's gonna come back because every every after every single breakup, they always come back, right? Don't hope for this, right? This is like a crab in a bucket. Whenever you say that she'll come back or this person will come back, you're dragging yourself deeper into this hole where you're not able to progress in your own life. You're not able to take care of yourself because you're hoping that another person that you broke contact with, that you cut ties with, you're trying to latch onto them even though they have absolutely nothing to do with you now. Stop holding on to that person and saying that she'll come back. You broke up with them for a reason. They broke up with you for a reason. Okay? Just stop hoping that they'll come back. Just stop the cope, right? Focus, like genuinely focus on yourself and do not hope that she'll come back. Do not manifest it. Do not make it your whole personality. Do not cope for that. Okay? Don't cope. Just be for real. Okay? I'm waiting for the right opportunity. This is holy cope, right? Don't wait for the right opportunity. Make the opportunities happen. Okay? You can be as talented as you want. You can be, the next Lamine Yamal for football. But if you do not put the hard work in, if you do not put the work, if you don't put the grind in, somebody with absolutely zero talent is going to absolutely crush you in your competition. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Okay? Like, it's like, why, don't, say that I need to looks max myself. I need to be, fucking 185 pounds lean before I start approaching women. It's kind of the same thing as saying, I'm not going to start going to the gym until I'm not fat. That doesn't make sense, right? You go to the gym to become leaner and not be fat. Okay? So, whenever you're saying, I'm waiting for the right opportunity, I'm waiting for the opportunity to invest or to, become more productive, right? Because right now is the summer and I want to enjoy my life and stuff. Okay? It's literally the same thing and no different than a fat guy, saying that he's going to start the gym whenever he becomes skinnier. Step out of your comfort zone, make the opportunities happen yourself. Stop coping. Okay, this is going on holy cope. Do not wait for the right opportunity. Make the opportunities happen for yourself. Unless you're really getting into stocks, right? Because or like trading, then you can't wait for the right opportunity because obviously trading is fucking volatile nowadays. But like, this has nothing to do with money. Waiting for the opportunity when it comes to approaching a woman, right? Just approach them. Don't be scared of rejection, right? Go to the gym, even if you're fat, right? You don't have to wait to be skinny to go to the gym. Actually have the courage to go to the gym, even if you're fat, because that's literally the opportunity handed right there, okay? Whenever you see an opportunity, take it. Don't wait for it, okay? Or make the opportunities happen, right? Because once you make an opportunity happen, then you suddenly branch out your more opportunities, right? It works out as like you have an opportunity here, you grab this opportunity, and then suddenly you have more opportunities open, and then those opportunities open to more opportunities, right? This is the same with jobs, this is the same with dating, same with life, okay? Don't wait, make it happen. Looks don't matter. I'm gonna say that this is cope, okay? And this is based on my experience, right? There are people that used to be racist to me when I was fat, and now nobody is racist to me anymore because obviously I look better. Okay, and I'll show before and after photos here to prove that I do look better. That I used to look fucking chopped to shit. People used to make fun of me, calling me the most racist shit ever. No woman in public looked at me, and this is what I look now. Obviously, who would you rather trust, right? And don't say that, oh, let me just, know them. I need to know you a bit better to, see your person. Who would you initially trust? This guy or that guy, right? Who would you initially trust that is more disciplined, that is more able to, that you're able to trust them with your life based on their looks? Who are you able to trust to work harder? Okay? Looks do matter. Looks matter a lot because it gives you that initial step, that foot out of the door, that foot into the door to many opportunities, right? And that's why I say that the gym is a good habit to get into. I feel like the gym is one of the best habits to get into because it branches through all disciplinaries of your life and it counts as looks as well, right? Looks do matter. It's proven to get you more Tinder matches whiz matches, and all that, right? I feel like looks matters more than height. So if you can improve your looks, even if by 1%, then that's going to make a compounding amount of difference, positive difference into multiple areas of your life, whether it's making money, people approaching you in public, people trusting you more, people want to be friends with you more, people, you know, obviously women being more attracted to you, and just a lot of areas in your life, right? Puts you it allows your foot to be, you know, it steps your foot through the door more than somebody who says that looks doesn't matter and just sits in their bedroom all day and eats Doritos and drinks Coke Fuel. It's true. So looks do matter, and if you say that it doesn't, you're coping. Right, my voice get dry. Okay, right. All women are trash. Holy cope. And it says all, okay? Are some or a niche section of women that are bad and evil? Yes. And that's the same thing with men. Okay, some men are evil and some men are bad. Some men are trash. Are all women are is every single woman is are we, you know, sectioning off a specific gender? Are we saying that this whole gender are trash, right? That's not true, right? Just because you dated a woman that's not for you, that you find had too many red flags, or even dating two women or five women, right? It's more to do with you actually, because if you're a low quality guy and you're in the dating scene and you expect to attract a high quality girl, then don't expect that. You're gonna be attracting women that are the same that matches your quality, right? If you are a low quality man and you attract a low quality woman, then that's to be expected, right? But if you work on yourself to become a high quality man, then you're most likely to attract a high quality woman. Okay, the opportunity is there. You just have to take it. Okay, but if you're a low quality guy and you don't work on yourself, then you're gonna bring opportunities to attract low quality women, right? If you don't make the gym your habit, if you eat junk food, if you hop on Discord all day, if you use Tinder or Wiz nowadays to find your matches, and you're being a low quality guy, that's gonna branch opportunities for you to attract a low quality woman. Okay, so not all women are trash, and not all men are trash. There are genuinely women out there that are high quality, that are religious, that are there for you, that are genuinely feminine, that are genuinely nice, right? Women are beautiful, okay? Not all women are trash, right? You just because you dated a bad woman doesn't mean that all women are trash, okay? One bad apple or even five bad apples doesn't mean that all apples in the world are shit, okay? So all women are not trash, all women are not bad. You just attracted the wrong one. That's all. So what's going on, Cope? She's busy to reply. She's too busy to reply. I'm gonna say that this is low-key kind of cope, but it's high tier low-key kind of cope. Because, we live in a generation of a lot of women and even men sometimes. I It's hard for me to believe that, that a lot of women are not on their phone 24/7, right? You know, women a lot of women nowadays, and I understand, have mental issues and stuff, right? But that's to do with social media, right? Women have multiple guys texting them. They always have, they use Snapchat. They're on dating apps. Um, they have opportunities left and right. Uh, they're doom scrollers. Most women are doom scrollers nowadays. They repost a lot of stuff every single second. Like every time, like it's like whenever I stalk through some women's, TikTok reposts, right? They're always reposting stuff every single 5 minutes, right? And that low key just makes me think that women are always on the phone. They're not too busy to reply. Now, the only time that they're too busy to reply is if they tell you, right? If a woman tells you that they're doing XYZ, right? I'll respond to you in like 4 to 5 hours, and they do respond to you 4 to 5 hours, then that is genuine hope fuel, right? That's not cope, okay? Because she's, you know, telling you beforehand that she's busy, right? But if she leaves you undelivered without telling you for long hours, then she's not too busy to reply, right? She's, you know, she's talking to other people. She doesn't want to talk to you. She's not interested. She's doom scrolling most likely, even at work, right? Because, you know, a lot of women have their phones on their pockets, and, you know, notifications are ringing from different guys, right? A lot of women, I swear to God, right? Whenever I went through a woman's phone, I always never see less than 20 notifications from Snapchat. It's always above 20 or 99 plus, even in three messages on Instagram as well, right? So she's not too busy to reply, right? She's only actually genuinely busy to reply if she tells you that she's going to be busy, okay? But even then, it's low-key kind of cope. Money will solve all my problems. This is going on low-key kind of cope, because money doesn't solve all your problems. Money just gives you your time back, right? So the time is a current. Most people don't understand that time and attention are a currency as well, right? Money is just not. Money is not its own form of currency, right? Money buys time. Money buys attention. Okay, money buys, you know, things that are invisible, right? Um, so, for example, why do we go to restaurants, right? We can't be bothered cooking a delicious meal. So we go to restaurants, we to go to high trusted chefs to cook us a meal in like, you know, 10 minutes. And we pay money for that, right? Because we're paying somebody that has expertise to create us a delicious meal um, in a short amount of time, right? And how do we pay for it? We pay for money, right? We pay money to solve and give us more time, to allow us to save time and commitment, right? So money will not solve all your problems. It will save you time, but it will actually cause more problems in other areas of life, right? In dating, right? Whenever you have a feminine woman in your life, but you're too busy for her, right? She's gonna, you know, want you to cuddle and all this, you know, act clingy, right? That's gonna bring you problems with your life, right? You know, whenever you own a business, you have many different problems. You have problems with stock, with, you know, co-workers not communicating correctly. You have people, you know, trying to sue your business. Money will not solve all of your problems. Money will just give you your time and commitment back. Money will just buy you more attention. But money will not solve all your problems, right? But money can solve some problems, right? Because you want to buy a Lamborghini, right? Money can give you happiness. Of course, I do believe that money will give you happiness, but money will not solve all your problems, right? A lot of money comes with a lot of its problems, but um, it solves and gives you your dreams, which is like usually happiness or like give you Lambo, but it will give you more problems. Okay, so it's not gonna solve problems. It's not gonna solve your biggest problems, in business specifically, but it's going to, you know, give you things that you want, but not things that you need, essentially, okay? Success is the best revenge, genuine hope fuel. I do believe that success is the only way to get revenge on through a breakup, through, you know, somebody passing away, through, you know, tragic things that happen, right? I believe that success is the best revenge. But don't have the mentality that you're going through life saying that don't go through your life basing success on revenge, right? On this specific person, okay? Do this for you, okay? And that might be cope as well. But success in the back of your mind is the best revenge. You know, don't go back to this person. Don't, you know, don't let a person dwell you down. Make sure that you become successful and you work hard on yourself, build good habits, and maybe that person will come back and say that you look good and stuff because, you know, a lot of women and men fear that their ex will genuinely become better. You know, they're afraid of them. Deep down, it is true. A lot of people, whenever they see their ex doing better, attracting a better, being replaced by a better partner, making more money, deep inside they are, jealous, or they are envious, to some degree. Right? It's just a natural human behavior, and I'm not going to cope with that. That is just natural human behavior, because when you break up with somebody, you are betting to them that you're going to do better in life without them. That's literally the whole point of a breakup. Is the hidden trick behind a breakup is not, oh, I'm just going to focus on myself and I'm never talking. The hidden reason behind a breakup is telling this person, you're not for me, because I think that I'm gonna do better in the future. Because I'll bet that I'm gonna do better in my future without you. That's the whole point of a breakup. Okay, that's the whole reason why you're breaking up with this person. So, I would say that success is the best revenge, but don't go through your life thinking that you're going to be successful based on this person. Okay, do what you love. Do this for you, and just have it in your mind and be thankful for the opportunity that you were able to get a motivation or a boost based on, a, based on breaking up with somebody, or based on family's death, right? But yeah, it is genuine hope fuel. And that's it for this video, guys. Give me some more ideas of tier lists that you guys want me to do, but this one is a long video. It's like 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to like cut through all this, but yeah. Guys, I'm a guy that I'm a 20-year-old that has experienced quite a lot of things throughout my life. And well, throughout throughout my life, what am I saying? I still have a lot of things to experience in my life, but throughout my 4 years of, like, in the dating scene, in the lifestyle scene, in the self-improvement scene, I am, quite experienced to share my experience to guys out there that relate to what I'm saying. So if you guys like this type of content, give me more ideas, like, comment, subscribe, and Kaizen.